Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful day with your family. I kicked mine out for just a half an hour so I could do this video, but I hope you guys are having a marvelous day. I am having a marvelous day. Cheers. Don't start. There's no alcohol in this. This is some good old Surinamese ginger beer. Now, guys, I know it's Christmas. A lot of you are sitting with the family, unwrapping presents, just kikiing, eating, drinking, whatever it is you do. But I can't help but also think about the people that are alone, maybe, right at this minute, or are going through sadness or severe depression, or are even going to something else tragic. For those people, I need you to hear me. I feel you, and I know what you're going through. I've been there. Trust me. But don't, and I repeat, guys, don't let it stop you from making your own little party. All you need is a blanket and some food, and a couch, maybe. If you don't have a couch, a chair will do. Make yourself comfortable. It's going to be okay. I promise. Now, we also know, guys, that this is the season of giving, being thankful and just pouring in the love. I wish we could do this all year, but apparently that's not possible. Now, I sat here and I was thinking, like, what can I tell my YouTube family? What am I thankful for? Aside from being thankful for family, friends, and being able to have a roof over your head, work, a job, career, whatever, I was like, I am so thankful for you guys. I really need you to feel it. I am so thankful, guys. And the reason why I'm so thankful is I don't think you have any idea what I went through to get here. So thank you guys for being a part of my family, for being a part of this community. We have the best. Now, what I want to do today is I want to react to that moment, that viral video that I made that just blew up everything. And for the people that do not know me, I'm not going to do the whole introduction video because I did a introduction video. If you ask me, I did it way too early. Way too early. I didn't have a lot of subscribers, and I thought I had to introduce myself. Don't know what I was thinking, but if you haven't watched it and you feel interested, go and watch. Is it the best video? But you will get some more information about moi. So back to the quick rundown of how I actually got here. 2 years ago, I got a major promotion. I am a manager in the educational system. I won't bother you with that on Christmas, but I received a major promotion, and let's just say not everybody liked it. And that turned into a living hell for me. I worked so hard to get there, and I was stripped away from it, kind of. I'm still working. I'm still within the same organization, different location, but it sent me straight to depression and a burnout. So from September of last year, I was at home. Didn't know what to do with myself. I was a workaholic, guys. And when I tell you workaholic, now I'm an Aries. When we set our mind to do something, it's already done in our mind. It's not, oh, it's gone. We have to see. No, it's executed. If that is what we want to do. So in hindsight, it was maybe a blessing that this all happened. Now, I've been through a lot in life, and that's why I said in the beginning of this video, I feel you. You know, when you feel alone, when you're depressed, trust me, I have been there. I've been through a lot. But people always saw me as the one that brought the light. I could just blow life into anything and everybody except myself. So I sat with myself in September, not going to work. I couldn't do it. Still getting paid. Couldn't do it. Sat there. And I had to do something. I was just here miserable. And I started researching. I'm going to talk about it, guys. It's Christmas. Just sit with me. Don't click off. Listen to the thing. So I did research for about 3 months. And I was planning to sell ebooks about what to do and not to do as a manager. Because remember, guys, I was hurt. Needless to say, I'm going to skip a whole lot. If you want this story, it's another time. Tell me in the comments. But that didn't work out. I didn't do the ebook thing or whatever. Everybody always said, listen, people need to hear you, Deb. Like, you need to speak. Like, you need to do some comedy or you do that. I've heard this all my life, but I was just a little bit afraid. And as an Aries, if I don't believe I can really do something, if it's not in my head, I'm not doing it because failing is not an option. So you see that perfectionist, that pressure, that nearly killed me too. Now, skip over 600,000 things. January the 1st is where I recorded my first video. Guys, listen. This was about, how to start your YouTube or whatever. Watch.
Today as a young YouTuber, upcoming YouTuber, I tried all sorts of things, learned a lot, read a lot, and today I'm going to tell you the 10 things you should take into account before pressing the record and getting all the fun back.
If I say cringe, I could only let you see a couple of seconds, guys. This is the cringiest video, but that's how it all started this year. Now, when I did that video, I was like, I think I got 3 subscribers from that. So I was on 3 subscribers and I don't know how many views, but in the beginning, I think it was like 10 views or something. I was like, all right. People thought I would be very talented in this. I don't really see it yet, but I was like, okay, keep pushing because I believed in it. So a week later, I thought, let me reinvent myself. Guys, can you believe? A week later, reinventing who? So I was like, let me reinvent and let me be my authentic self. Let me just show the people because I did a lot of research on YouTube. If you say YouTube expert, it's me. Anything you want to know, how to crack the code, I got it. So I was like, listen, I got to be my authentic self. I'm just going to do it. But I was very afraid because my family didn't know I was doing this. Only my man knew, and my man at the time, and my son. But I was so afraid that people from my work would get a whiff of this, what I'm doing. So I took a leap of faith, and I made a video, and I rebranded myself and said, listen, I'm going to talk about mental health. And I am going to be real vulnerable.
From the outside, I'm fine. I'm great, actually. People see and think, wow, she got it together. She's always the one who knows what to say, who lifts everyone else up. And yeah, I do that. I breathe life into anything and anyone that needs it, even when I've got nothing left inside of me. But there's this thing nobody sees. This, me, right here. Laying on the couch, scrolling my life away because I'm too damn tired to be the person everyone thinks I am. Burnout doesn't ask for permission. It just shows up. Like, surprise, we're doing this now. And you can't fight it. You can't positive vibes your way out of it. So here I am, stuck, drained, smiling for the world while I crumble in private.
So I was going through it. When I did these mental health videos, I was like, okay, I'm rebranding myself. But the views were not showing up. It was 20, 30 views. But I was editing for hours, guys, learning how to edit, doing this, buying this, all by myself, making thumbnails, I did it all. And remember, I was going through severe depression. So let's say we're now at February, March. I posted more videos. But then I posted videos about Lateris and the Steels. Guys, that video got about 5,000 views. I thought I went viral. I was like, I might be good at this after all. Those 2 videos, let me put them on the screen. If you haven't watched them, you should watch. These videos, I watched them myself over I don't know how many times. That's when you know it's good. So I was like, I might be onto something. I thought I went viral, guys. 5,000, viral. After that, plummeted. The views dropped again. And every now and again, I get a 1,000 to, but I didn't have my watch hours yet. I didn't have 1,000 subscribers to be monetized, and I was so tired. So I remember, guys, that my man at the time said, listen, you got to say what you really want to say. You're into politics. You're into the more complex issues. Just say what you got to. Don't think about the people at your job or if they're going to see it or whatever. Just do. And I was like, yeah, I got that motivation. I was like, yes, I'm going to do it. 3 weeks later, guys, relationship ended. It had to end. Let me tell you, it had to. Trust and believe it had to end. But that was the last thing that broke the camel's back, guys. It broke me. Now, even though I was fully aware that it had to end, I had to end it. Guys, it broke me. YouTube is what kept me alive because I kept editing, I kept doing, but I was broken, guys. I lost my hair. I lost a lot of things. Well, not all my hair, but patches of it, and it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. That happened in March this year. And I kept on editing. If you look at the videos, you couldn't tell. I was going through hell. Hell, guys. I remember that because, I can, for 40 days or 40 nights, but isn't this nice? We get to know each other. So, in June, in the morning, the 21st of June, I cried my eyes out. And I said, I prayed to God and I said, God, listen, give me a sign. Like this could be some self-proclamation that I made saying that I'm good at this. Is this my calling? And if it's not, just let it end. Because I put so much work into this. It wasn't giving, guys. It wasn't a community yet, something that I longed for. And I was like, it's way too much work. Like, can I keep this up? I just broke. I was crying. And then a friend called me and she said, listen, you're losing your hair, you're losing your health, and we're sick of it. You are going to get up now from your bed that you have been laying in for weeks now. You are going to get up, you are going to do your makeup, and you are going to continue this YouTube. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to do it. What do I want to talk about? And that time it was Trump, it was the whole Latin, the whole Latino thing, whatever. I had something to say about it. So I took my notepad, made a couple of notes. Still wasn't really feeling it. But I did my makeup. I put on the clothes. And I was like, I put my phone down. Phone. No camera. Phone. And I just unleashed. And guys, the rest is history. Now, I remember a friend called me. And he was like, listen. Because at that time, I didn't even look at my YouTube studio anymore. Because the views were so low. I was like, whatever. I'm doing this because I'm having fun and because it saves me from, not going to work or whatever, my depression. So my friend called me and he was like, did you see that you have 8,000 views? And I was like, 8,000? I couldn't believe, guys. I could not believe. I was like, what? So I went and looked. I said, oh my God, 8,000. I saw comments coming in. Listen, this was the most viral ever in my head. Can you believe, guys, that I woke up that following morning, I had 80,000 views on that video. It was like I was dreaming. I couldn't believe. My son came to me. We were both jumping in the room. I couldn't believe. I think like 2 weeks later, YouTube sent me like a message like you're eligible for the program or whatever. That video is now almost at 600,000 views. And the rest is history. I started covering politics. This is why I'm so thankful, guys. So I say all that to say, ever since then, it's just been going up and up. I just can't believe that I'm living the life. I can't believe I'm even getting paid by a Google. My thing was building community, just having people and just educate people, making people laugh, just shining my light on people that need it. That was my thing. Now, I want to end this Christmas with reacting to my own video, guys, because you have no idea how your girl cried that morning. I was depressed. This was just the beginning of everything. So, without further ado, let's watch my viral video.
Unfiltered. Dear Latinos for Trump, now that you've seen that your master is going against your own interests, such as we've been warning you for the past couple years or so, now you want to come back and unite? Oh, we have to unite with each other. Fuck you. Go to your master, get back on your knees, and assume the position. Unfiltered.
Guys, I gotta pause it right away. Now, the reason why I have to pause is because, guys, understand me. And let this be a motivation to some of you guys going through hell. I was going through hell, guys. That morning, I cried. I cried so much. How I managed to pull this off is beyond me. So today, guys, we rearranging some political hypocrisy in real time. We have all seen this major uproar all over social media about Latin people rallying for unification between the Latin people and the black people to help them fight against this whole ICE war that Trump started. We told your asses on, what was it, November 5th, to go in that ballot box and not vote for Trump? Why did you think you were exempt? I'm not talking about the whites today and a few sprinkle of the black people that voted because, you know, we already knew about them and whatever. But you guys, you wanted this with your full chest. I've seen a lot of people making videos and I was like, listen, let me give my 2 cents, because if you are confused as to why we just not unify with you guys, you said you were sorry, why don't we just unify? Let's look at before the elections what your stance was. Before we do that, guys, click a like, click a subscribe for your girl. We're back today. Let's go. Now, before we go, Latin people, listen to me. Do I still think about this whole thing the same way? Absolutely, I do. I absolutely do. Especially the Latins that don't see it for the black people. And I did a whole follow-up video on that. So the video after this video is really with in-depth information about the history of this whole colorism and everything within the Latin community. Also, it is also in the black community. I touched up on that too. But I really did not see it for you guys then. I saw it for my Latin people that didn't vote for Trump. But there were quite a few Latinos that they were all Trump, MAGA to the max. It is what it is.
Well, what I think about Kamala is pretty simple. What she's an expert on or in.
Putting people in jail as a
Putting people in jail.
prosecutor.
She's gonna put the country. She's a businesswoman.
No.
What she know how to do? She's gonna make it. She's trying to do an experiment, and we're gonna be the the experiment. Okay, she's gonna try her poop.
She's gonna try her poop. Little did you know that you would be Trump's whole experiment. Your whole family sent out. Little did you know Kamala is gonna put them in jail. Little did you know that man that you voted for built the whole Alcatraz in his head with alligators and everything. Little did you know.
And then she's gonna put the whole country in a debt, and then she's gonna do what she does best. That is
Put people in jail.
put people in jail. So she only know how to put people in jail. What are you gonna expect?
Can you imagine, guys? You are asking us to help you in the deportation mess. Kamala is going to be poop. She's going to put you in jail.
Fuck around and find out. You gon' get fucked up.
Mr. Trump, we love you. We love you. All the way to the White House.
I sure did. I voted for Trump. And I'm Latina, half Mexican, half Guatemalan.
Remember this, guys, when you went full salsa mode on us. When you won.
Trump wins record Hispanic support in this 2024 election to help President Trump back to the White House. Los Latinos, we showed up for President Trump and we delivered President Trump. Everybody delivered. We all support you because you are a president for all Americans in this country.
President for all Americans of this country, guys. We delivered. You delivered, all right. You delivered yourself back to your own country.
I meant what I said. I don't give a
fuck
how you feel. No me importa cómo te sientas. If you voted for Trump, rest in peace, paz en paz.
They don't have papers and they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo? And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the fuck is this? And we voted for this shit? 15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot on Wilshire. Yo. Man, oh my God. This is not right. This is not right, yo.
Like, how are you guys handling this? Because I can't. Like, they are hunting us down like animals.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't listen to black women or people of color to say, don't vote for this man. Just because you look like his skin color, do not vote for this fucking man. And here we are. Yeah, they're hunting all of us down like fucking animals because that's what they see us as, is animals. And you want to come on here crying and complaining. That's the problem. Is everyone who was fucking light-skinned Latino or whatever the fucking case may be thought that y'all would get a free pass just because you guys were light-skinned enough. But y'all definitely weren't white-skinned enough, and that's the problem. You really thought they had your fucking best interests at heart, and they're not. And it's fucking embarrassing that this country is literally building itself on literally racism. That's what this country is now. It's no longer home of the free, land of the brave. It's land of the racists and the land of the white hooded people who want to go and control every goddamn thing. Literally, that's all it is. So don't jump on here crying and complaining, saying, are you guys okay with this? Of course we're not fucking okay with it. But this is the consequences of your guys' fucking actions, and it's fucking disappointing. Because every goddamn time, it never fucking fails. The people that are light-skinned enough always fucking think they're white-skinned enough to go ahead and pass. And the people that are pissed off when they read this fucking video and be like, what do you mean white? The people who are white already know that I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the racist motherfuckers in this goddamn country.
Did you guys do your homework when this whole ballot dropped? Did you look at the deportation part? For the people that constantly ask, how do we handle this? We wanted to tell you then, because we've been handling that for 400 years. Racism, this is what black people go through every day. Being followed around and talked to any type of way. But you're white. At some point, we thought you were exempt. You sold it to us. We are not your undo button. You cannot undo this. We cannot help you. Where are all the Cubans? All the Cubans from Cuba come down and help your ass. We might fall in line. We might. But as for now, you told us you were white. This was my favorite part, recording this. What a nice man. Depressed, guys. Depressed as hell. You know, guys, if you have a feeling like, you know, nothing is working or whatever, look at this and let me tell you, oh, God, I was down bad, but I pushed through. They got your ass.
Family is immigrants, so you would think, hey, I'm pro-immigrant. He can offend Cubans tomorrow and I wouldn't care, as long as my life is better and my peers are enjoying their life as well.
Now they're finding out the hard truth. Voting for racism doesn't protect you from it. You can bleach your signs, sing his name, and try to blend in. But at the end of the day, if you're not who he wants, you're not safe. They thought being almost white would save them, but now they're packing bags for the very countries they risked everything to escape.
But I mean, come from Cuba. You are presumed to be fleeing political persecution. So you automatically are eligible for refugee cash. You're eligible for food stamps. You're eligible for Medicare, Medicaid. Others who immigrate to this country have to wait 5 years for those and don't get the refugee cash. But within a year, depending if you're paroled, you can apply for a green card. And then you can travel back to Cuba.
He's not even saying anything out of pocket, really. But it's just the messenger. It's the wrong messenger. Mark, sit your ass down.
Often as you want, multiple times. You can take cash. You can buy stuff with the food stamps. I've seen it. Okay, this is not, I didn't read this in a magazine. I've seen it. They use the food stamps, they fill up these bags, and they take it back to Cuba over there, or they just transfer cash back. Some people go back to Cuba for 3 months at a time. They've been here a year. How, if you are fleeing persecution, how can it be that a year later you are spending summers in Cuba? How can it be that less than a year later you're traveling back 6, 8 times a year to Cuba? I've never heard of people fleeing persecution going back to a place repeatedly. There's an issue here, is there not?
And they got your ass even more when they said, come. For all the Latins that, you know, came here legally, come and sign in, because then you don't have a problem. Now they have all your names, and they're getting your ass still. By God, if that ain't a savage move, I don't know what is.
To all the Latinos for Trump, specifically the Mexicans, the Mexican Americans, on this Mother's Day weekend, if you have an undocumented mom, I want you to look her straight in the eyes and tell her, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Thank you for crossing the border and risking your life just so I could be born here, grow up, and be a freaking sellout and vote against you. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and sorry for voting for a guy that wants you out of this country just because I wanted more money, just because of the economy. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and let's hope you don't get deported.
You need to talk to your own people, the same people that you united with to make this all come true. You know, I have a question. Why don't your own people come and get you guys from Cuba? Why don't they protest and just come and get you guys? Word on the curb is that they don't like your ass too. You got a real problem going there. That's why you're so afraid holding the bus, just keep it from going, just wilding out, crashing out.
Is though for the Cubans for Trump, actually for all Latinos for Trump. The Supreme Court just revoked the legal status of 500,000 people from like Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, I think, and somewhere else. So you guys better start packing your shit because they're coming after you. They don't care that you voted for them. They never cared about you in the first place, dog. We tried to tell you this shit, but you didn't listen. So now they're coming after you. Supreme Court just ruled on it. You guys better start packing because they're going to either leave on your own terms now at this point or they're going to come after you. You guys are in danger. And you voted for it. That's the crazy part.
It's time to vote for the president.
Listen, I know you guys are used to black people always solving everything, but we ain't the cleanup crew. Times have changed. This is 2025.
I'm so sorry I voted for Trump.
I gotta pause it here because people thought that this woman, some people thought she was really crying and really being that lad. I put that clip in there to see, who would be sharp enough to know this. This is Aladdin troll. She is trolling, basically telling us, I am not, we are not having a problem with this. Send the people out. We don't care. We don't have a problem with this. We are very cool here. So she is basically trolling us.
No, he was going to take away Social Security from 150-year-olds. That he was going to defund trans operas in Colombia. If I had known, I would not have voted for him.
We are the bystanders. And I know you guys said, but listen, now it's us. Tomorrow it's you guys. No, it has been us for 400 years and onwards. We know what to do with one can of sardines. We know how to make a living with nothing. Now, we wanted to put you on game, but you didn't want to hear. What a shame. And now the shop is closed. We're closed. No more explanation.
Trump administration is revoking the temporary legal status of more than 1 million Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, Venezuelans. That's according to a Federal Register notice. The reason given, the parole programs were deemed ineffective in improving border security and inconsistent with current administration policies. It goes into effect April 20th. The move could leave hundreds of thousands possibly facing deportation. As of now, there have been no comments from the Trump administration.
Latin people, you really did the heavy lifting. And now you have to hold the weights. And, we have been telling you, they are going to send your ass back. I saw clips and clips of us telling you they are going to send you home. Even though you are so racist, looking at us like, that's how you always do, especially you Cuban. And still we try to warn you because that's in our nature. But you didn't want. So now we're going to watch you get on the bus. Girl, those drums took me out.
Do you understand that it was never about your legal status? It was just about the fact that you were not white. Trump told you that he was going to do this, and you let him use you. Cubans for Trump, Latinos for Trump, dogs for slaughterhouses, and y'all voted for him. And it's just because you had too much disdain for a black woman. You could not stand to see a black woman make it into the position of power that y'all wanted, so you voted for the man who wanted to send you back to your war-torn countries. Because most of these visas, the over 500,000 visas that he's revoking are visas that Biden gave to people who were fleeing war-torn countries. Biden did so much for the country, provided so much solitude, gave the people a fighting chance, alley-ooped it up to Harris, and you guys said, no, she's black, fuck that shit. Now you have a month to self-deport, not a month to contest, not a month to get your legal status in order. He is giving 500,000 people a month to self-deport or face deportation through ICE. And you know what ICE is now? They take you to Guantanamo Bay.
Cuban people, you did your part. Now you got to sit in it. But, don't just sit down and just let this all happen. Come together with your Cuban people. Think about a plan like we did back in the slave days. Come with a plan. And then come and talk to us and apologize. Take accountability. Just not say sorry. Because sorry is just because you need help now. We're not going to help you. You have to really sit in it. But you became strong as a people.
Fear. This is unfair. I'm so sorry I can't talk. I don't know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom had a heart attack.
This is so crazy that we voted for Trump. We trust him with the word that he promised us Latinos.
And the word that he promised was that he was going to deport you.
The coming together to do something about this is called voting, and that happened a couple of months ago on November 5th, and you still decided to walk your Latina ass up in that voting booth and vote for a man that repeatedly told you that he was coming for you to deport you. And at this point, more than anything, I want you to get exactly what you voted for. I want you to feel the powerful consequences of your vote. If they do take your grandma and your grandpa, I want you to know that you did that to them. They got taken away because of you. And for the rest of us as a community, we can never let MAGA voters like her forget how damaging their vote was.
Take some accountability and we might unify.
Vote for Donald Trump, I love my freedom.
And the funny thing is, when you see this group with that famous song, I Will Vote, that it was a whole thing that people say, oh, she was deported. I did a whole video on that, guys. It was not her. Clearly, they didn't even look alike. But people just ran with it. But I just showed you the woman, who the woman actually was and everything. Put it in a video. Look it up. It was not her. But people love to go with that narrative. Not Unfiltered fam. Put in the comments. These are allies now after the fact, when the damage is already done. What do you think we should do with this? I'm going to keep an eye on all that is going to happen. And we'll be right on the front row. Figure it out. Make us proud. Take care. Stay strong, guys. Peace. So guys, listen, that was my viral video. And I did a follow-up on this video to see how the people were actually doing. I might need to do another one in a couple of months, but this is how it all started, guys. I hope you had fun. Thank you for spending your time with me on Christmas. And even if you watch this after Christmas and you sat through my whole rambling, put in the comments. Thank you, guys. I love it. I'm not doing this quite often. Just give me one ramble session. All right. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Peace.